So this is what my game looked like before I read the comments section, and this is what it looks like after. And before I get into how these comments made such a difference, I should say that progress on the game has been slower than expected in November and December because I was busy China maxing. Bought some sketches. Man in the pearl market told me that they'd collect me loads of phone numbers, and to be honest, all they've done is collect pebbles. So first comment, basically, to cut a long story short, 70% of your screen is occupied by a stationary image that doesn't respond to your actions. Very true. I think that one way to deal with this problem is to introduce a parallax that's driven by your mouse movements. True. Basically, after hearing that, I kind of just went and looked at Slay the Princess and was like, yeah, I'm 100% stealing that. So yeah, scenes now have a parallax script that allows me to break up backgrounds, interactables, various other visuals into different parallax layers and set the parallax amounts on a per room / per scene basis. The reason why it would be a per room basis is because for some rooms I may only be able to do like 2 to 3 layers of parallax steps, others maybe 6, 7. Probably going to be getting complaints about accessibility, I'd imagine, when you're doing lots of motion blur and lots of parallax and stuff. But we'll burn that bridge when we get there. Oh, I guess we wouldn't burn the bridge. We'd probably try and fix the problems and fix the bridge. In some video fragments, the interactive area wasn't just rectangular, but it had its left edge follow the shape of the character box. True. So basically what I did was I just redrew the ugly black box base image to be more natural looking and consistent with the other panels because, you know, it's parallax. Also, because it's a parallax, I had to make a different background than the actual available space that the black cutout allows for. The side effect is that there's now areas of images when I'm drawing them up that I have to make sure to not put anything important on because that could potentially interfere with gameplay. And yes, I am aware of the ginormous, gaping, transparent black hole void in the middle of the image. I know RAM is a very delicate, precious thing these days, and I will make sure that I don't give a shit. The more I was making my game more gamey and less imagey, I was starting to just kind of like question how my game should be delivering its story. Look, without going into too much detail right now, I think it's a better idea to go in the direction of Mist. So what this means is that you now have like a node-based movement system between screens that lock information or objects behind some set of knowledge that the player needs. And the most basic, simple way I've facilitated that currently is just by making a really crude system that I've just called target mode. And literally it's just like a button that means that when you press on anything specific on the screen, it initializes like a state change in the room. It's not a groundbreaking system, let's just say that much. I'm consciously making an effort to interact with this thing and try and change its state, and that means pulling down the painting to see what's behind it, obviously. Like that, I think it's a slippery slope and it could end up being a terrible system. The idea of a function or a mechanic in a game that's like entirely pixel hunting sounds terrible. So I've been rambling for so long, but like the point is I added 2 more systems. One's this like target mode thing, and then one's the node based movement system between the map. It's created something that's absolutely ridiculous as an artifact or as a side effect of it from a naming convention kind of thing. Improvement, slow incremental improvement, but not where we want to be. Be interesting to see feedback on if you think these changes, I mean, most people are probably going to think it looks better, but like the point is there anything else that can be done to